When your cat sits completely still, staring intensely into a dark hallway while you relax, do you actually know what they are really trying to do? Yes, it is incredibly easy to joke that they are just tracking a tiny bug, or staring at absolutely nothing just to creep you out in the dark. But that assumption is built on a massive myth. Beneath that cute, fluffy and lazy exterior lies the ancient instinct of a fierce and silent protector. And if you completely misunderstand this behavior, which most owners do, you could be missing the deep, protective devotion they have been quietly showing you for years. If your cat has chosen you, they are secretly guarding your life in ways you never noticed. Let us start with what that annoying bathroom escort ritual actually means. 1. Following you to the bathroom every single time was never about being overly clingy, and it certainly was not about them just wanting your undivided attention. Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly panics, meows loudly, or desperately slides their paws under the gap when you close that one specific wooden door? Most people immediately assume it is a simple control issue. They think cats just naturally hate closed doors, or that they simply cannot stand being left alone. But think about it from their evolutionary perspective. A bathroom is a small enclosed space filled with loud running water, which, to a cat, signals extreme vulnerability. Veterinary behaviorists note that domestic cats still engage in sentinel behavior, which means they naturally take turns guarding their family members during their most vulnerable daily moments. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. You make me feel safe, so I will sit right here and watch your back while you are trapped. When they sit facing away from you near the shower, that is not neediness you are witnessing. That is your tiny bodyguard clocking in for their daily shift, and there is exactly one moment where they will risk their own safety to guard you. I will reveal it in the final topic, because understanding it changes everything. 2. Those strange midnight patrols around your dark house are not always just about burning off extra energy, even if it looks exactly like the classic feline zoomies. Have you ever noticed your cat slowly pacing the perimeter of your living room, or intensely sniffing the bottom gap of the front door while you are sleeping? Veterinary behaviorists call this scent territory maintenance. They are not just walking around, they are actively marking boundaries with pheromones from their cheeks and paws to create a wall of secure scent. A landmark study in feline ethology suggests this creates an olfactory map, allowing them to instantly detect any intruder, even in the absolute pitch-black darkness of your home. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. This space is safe. Nothing from the outside world can hurt you while I am watching your back. So when they stubbornly sit right facing that closed front door at 3 a.m., that is not an obsession with the outside. That is your little guardian clocking in. Think about it from their tiny perspective. Pacing the empty perimeter is a massive evolutionary effort, ensuring no hidden threats linger in the shadows while you sleep. By morning, they have confirmed your home is secure. Now it is time for them to change shifts. The next method involves claiming the definitive high ground. If learning these secret protective instincts is making you look at your cat differently, hit like and subscribe so we can continue revealing the deep, unspoken language of the cat you love. 3. They are not judging you from up there. In fact, veterinary experts confirm they are assuming a definitive tactical guarding position to watch over you. Have you ever noticed your cat constantly perched on the very top of your highest kitchen cabinets, your tallest shelves, or even the refrigerator? Most people immediately assume it is aloofness. They think cats naturally believe they are superior beings, demanding the highest possible seat in the house. This is pure predatory math. For a 360-degree hunter, the highest point provides the best vantage ground to scan for both incoming danger and potential food, keeping them, and you, in the safest position. Veterinary spatial usage studies confirm that domestic cats, regardless of breed, naturally utilize three-dimensional vertical space to create defensive, secure maps of their home range. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. From here, I can see all incoming threats before they ever reach our shared space. Yes, it is about observation, but most importantly, it is about making sure that the one human they love the most has absolute tactical security. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. From this tactical vantage point, I can always make sure you are safe and sound below. 4. That intense midnight play obsession is not about testing your patience. Veterinary ethologists confirm it is a necessary ritual to satisfy their hardwired predatory sequence. Have you ever been deeply asleep, only to be jolted awake by the sound of your cat sprinting across the room or batting a toy across the bare floor? Most people immediately assume it is demand behavior. They think the cat is bored or actively demanding breakfast 3 hours early. It is not. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior analyzed predatory sequence completion, finding that play is often used by cats for active emotional regulation and stress release. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. I feel safe and secure enough with you to release my predatory instincts and practice my skills right here. Yes, it looks like simple play, but to your cat, complete sequence practice provides tactical security. It is about maintaining their cognitive and emotional health. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. I feel secure enough to process my most primitive, tactical needs with you. I trust you that much. 5. Sleeping with one ear pinned back toward the room means they are not lazy. Feline spatial usage confirms they are utilizing uni-hemispheric slow-wave sleep. Have you ever noticed your cat constantly curled up in the sunspot by the window, but always with one eye partially open, scanning the empty white living space? Most people immediately assume it is aloofness. They think cats naturally believe they are superior beings, demanding the highest possible seat in the house to ignore you. Veterinary behaviorists confirm domestic cats can shut down half of their brain to rest, while the other half remains actively engaged in monitoring the acoustic landscape for potential threats. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. From this tactically secure position, I can protect you even while I am recharging my own batteries. Yes, it is about observation. But most importantly, it is about making sure that the one human they love the most has absolute spatial security, even at their most vulnerable. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. I feel secure enough to process my primitive uni-hemispheric needs with you. I watch your back while we rest. Play sequence, sleep mechanics, vertical mapping. It is not aloofness or neediness. It is a tactical, secure protocol that domestic cats actively maintain to keep their entire family safe. Yes, it looks like just a strange way to doze, but in reality, it is a sophisticated system designed to guard you even while they are mostly asleep. 6. And this is the moment I promised you at the start, because understanding this one thing might one day change everything for them. Have you ever been deeply asleep, perhaps recovering from a massive cold, and noticed your cat never left your side, sitting there watching you with an intensity unlike simple sleep? Most people immediately assume it is just comfort-seeking. They think when you are vulnerable, the cat naturally believes it is an ideal moment for shared warmth. It is not. In that moment, your vulnerability signals their ancient evolutionary defensive pattern. Their priority shifts instantly from dozing to tactical guard logic. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. From this tactical guard position, I am watching the space while you recover. I am your shield. Veterinary spatial usage research confirms that domestic cats utilize shared sleep spaces for defensive mapping, prioritizing proximity to family during perceived periods of extreme vulnerability. Yes, it looks like simple, sweet closeness, but to your cat, that nightly ritual provided crucial cognitive mapping of safe vertical spaces and mutual tactical security for the entire family range. Shared sleep, spatial maps, uni-hemispheric checks. It is not aloofness or neediness. It is a sophisticated protective protocol domestic cats maintain to keep their entire family safe. They are telling you something they cannot say out loud. I feel secure enough with you to implement my primitive tactical needs. I trust you that much. Yes, it is about observation, but most importantly, it is about maintaining their cognitive and emotional health by maintaining their strategic social protocols. Clocking in, they are telling you something they cannot say out loud. Clocking in for my defensive patrol so my family can recover. I trust you that much, so that nightly, strange, shared sleep ritual was never clinginess, aloofness, or demands. It was a sophisticated, devoted protocol designed to watch your back while you recharge. Your cat is telling you every single night, you make me feel safe enough to let my most primitive defensive systems down completely. Clocking into my social shift, so listen, watch, and gently help them maintain their social protocols. Because that weird shared sleep, it was never small to them, and it should not be small to you either.